Hello everyone and welcome to Form Follows Function, where in this week's episode we are going to be designing an emoji. I wanted to make a video to highlight my approach and the way I think about or consider, the things I consider going into a design, how I solve a problem using design. And I thought to myself, what better way to do that than to design an emoji? I've had this problem with emojis for the longest time. The OG smile emoji, that rhymes, is weird. It's the millennial favorite, I want to kill myself smile. It's not a genuine smile. It doesn't seem like a genuine smile, and it's the basic emoji. Please let me know if you feel the same, because I think it would be very interesting if people from different parts of the world or people from different cultures don't have the same perception or don't perceive it the same way. When I want to smile at someone in chat, the second alternative, the closest alternative, there are a lot of smile emojis. Some are laughing, some are smiling, some would have tears in their eyes, but the closest one is maybe too friendly or too warm. It has blushy cheeks, and it's just a very warm emoji that maybe isn't the best emoji to use with someone in a semi-formal setting, perhaps. If you're just chatting with someone you've just met and you want to smile at them as you would if you had met them face to face, shaking their hand, you'd smile. But you can't use either, because there's a difference between this, and maybe you're going for someone in between. Before I design anything, I usually just do some basic research. I'll use Google, Wikipedia. Going into this, however, I have a hypothesis, which is fine. When you're trying to solve a design problem, you could have an idea as to how you're going to fix it. You shouldn't really skip the research phase. If you have a hypothesis, it should really help you or guide you perhaps during the research phase. So my hypothesis was that it's really all in the eyes. The reason why this emoji is very different from this emoji is essentially the eyes, because when you think about it, smiles are, the way you smile is all in your eyes. It's not really in your mouth per se, because that's how you can tell if someone's faking a smile. Their eyes aren't really smiling with their mouth. So let's go right ahead and jump onto my favorite search engine, Google. This is not a sponsored video, but if Google wants to sponsor me, they should shoot me an email. Alright, so we are going to Google emoji, getemoji.com, or is Wikipedia? Okay, so there's Emojipedia. I'm on Emojipedia now. Okay, I need smileys and people. Grinning face, beaming face. It says it's a slightly smiling face. A face with a slight smile and neutral eyes may be used as a form of passive aggression or to convey the notion that this is fine when things are in fact not fine. Very profound, and validates my hypothesis, because here we have the smiling face with smiling eyes, which I talked about how this one is maybe too friendly. I want to also Google smile. Let's see what we get when we do that. Go to images. Okay, let's just Google people smile, because these are all emojis. Okay, yeah, you can see this guy. His eyes are smiling. You can tell. Let's maybe... Oh, you know what? Stock photos would have a lot of fake smiles. There's a stock photo here which probably shows best fake smiles, because, I think two of those are definitely fake smiling. There's also classic Mr. Hyde the Pain Herald. Oh my god, I love these. Need to design him as an emoji. Now that we've validated our hypothesis, let's just get to designing. I have here open on Illustrator some emojis from the Facebook Messenger app, because that's what I use for chat all the time. So that's the platform or the emoji set I'm going to design my emoji in. So as you can see, we have our I'm going to kill myself emoji. We have our warm smile, which is very cute. I love that smile. And we have other types of smiles, smiles that are more laughing perhaps, or showing teeth. And these I think these are interesting because the eyes are also the differentiator between both. One is smiling very hard and the other is just, I'd say, laughing, because you have the eyes pointing inward, reminiscent of the XD. So what I'm going to do is copy the eyes rather, from this one, and we'll see what we end up with. Okay. Let's paste them here, let's group them so I can center them. Already, I think we have a very improved smile. Like, we kind of already have a spectrum right here, like you can tell. Like, this is just in pain or neutral. This one is just smiling, and this one has like the warm blushy cheeks, which is cute. I think we still need to go another because I think this on the spectrum is closer to this one. So perhaps we need to just, you know, do some sketching first. Maybe try, like, I just need to, usually when I'm designing something, I'd use pen and paper. Can't go wrong with pen and paper, so I'm going to try draw the eyes on there now. Let's go ahead and try to maybe sketch something. Trusty old mechanical pencil. Okay, so we have a smile going on. And the eyes are curvy this way. I'm not sure if you guys will be able to see this, so I'm going to use a marker. Messing up the smile. Okay, I think this is very close. So this is what we've arrived at. I feel like the eyes especially need changing. So I'm not sure. Let's do another circle. Maybe better. Do the mouth. Okay, I think maybe smaller eyes. Yes, like you still have the squint, but you're trying to like retain. We're trying to retain the roundedness. I'm not sure how this looks. Too far apart, I think. But this is just me messing up the sketch. Okay, let's try to do this, and perhaps also add the. Won't be able to add this, the highlights in the eyes. Like you can see here, they have highlights. Here it doesn't because the eyes are completely closed. Maybe that's the secret. Maybe we need to have the eyes semi-closed. So let's try that. Let's go. Okay. Here we have our smile. We have our eyes. And I feel we need to just, you know, like we did in our sketch. Actually, let's just delete this one and go ahead and draw our own circles. Using the bottom anchor point. Maybe two. Okay, I think this is working, guys. I think this is working. Let's try to. Okay, we need to reflect this. There's. Let's reflect this now. Okay. This is looking good. I really like the way this is looking. Let's delete this one. I think they're zooming out to see how it works on like smaller scale. I think they need to be a little bit bigger. Let's try to do that. They're too far apart. I like this. I think it's very nice. I think it works. Now we email it over to Facebook and we see what they think. Alright guys, so there you have it. We have a smiling emoji. After all these years, they've tricked us and we've been using a passive-aggressive smile, according to Emojipedia. But now we fixed the problem, and I hope you like this video. I hope you like this style of taking on a problem and trying to solve it, trying to use design to solve a real-world problem. And let me know what you think. Please comment down below. Tell me two things. Tell me if you think there was a problem in the first place, if you've had this problem with the smile emoji before, or if you didn't. Maybe there's a difference in the way we perceive things, which is definitely there. I really hope you guys enjoyed this, and I hope you subscribe for more, and I'll see you guys next week.